but it is something.
I mean, you take one pick off because you always threat. You can always like threaten that yo, you don't. We stomped you with this Venomancer game one.
Mm,
I'm feeling like game two. I always want to play Venomancer, so like,
yeah.
I'll just ban it if you don't really want to deal with it. But for like to recap the last game, I actually saw like a massive difference between how Murlocs played with psycho damage and without psycho damage. So it's like psycho just damage just adds like a whole different like level of like plays and level of
Mm. Do you think
like
he's
pressure
it's
for
just
Murloc.
his actual player skill, or do you think he has any involvement on sort of the pacing and calling what to do next because he would be playing those mid-tempo heroes? Or do you think
I
that's
think
been handled by the likes of Shucks?
I think Shucks will probably be the one calling, but you definitely have to go listen to your mid lane because if Psycho says I have Orchid, I'm ganking top, you can't just say no as a Shadow Shaman or as the Lion pulse 5 because he's the one making the calls because he's the strongest hero on the map. So
Mm.
Psycho damage, especially, definitely will have like a say in like the drafting in like the overall early game to like late game like calls definitely, but it's
Yeah.
mostly just based on player skill.
Okay. But I don't think anything too surprising coming out picks and bans thus far. The Morphling maybe. Um, but I mean everything's pretty meta at the moment, especially the likes of the Shaman. That guy is just he's a menace every single time. Murloc banning out the Naga again now. Maybe it's Smart Stick's one of his most played heroes. Maybe they've done a bit of Dota buff research. Because I don't
Maybe.
think Ratau hasn't played it yet, so not in this tournament at least. So maybe something along those lines. Who knows?
If you want to see like a TB, I love watching TBs play because the heroes seem so cool with metamorphosis. I haven't seen TBs in a really long time just
Mm,
because the hero is exactly like Spectre. It's too slow.
yeah,
And it's not really that effective at farming jungle. Like sure the illusions do pretty well, like decently against jungle, it's just not well. But it's like TB Spectre, it's just these heroes are a bit too slow. But I still like
TB's not too bad,
TB.
honestly.
Yeah, I still like
He's
TB.
good.
Like
Mm.
he's easier to hit his timings with
I
than
feel like also
Spectre.
in lane, if you max, or not max out, but you go quite a few levels in the reflection, maybe two, it does help in the lane if they are going to get aggressive on you. But if they're
That
playing
depends.
that lane and you at least if you have a strong support with you, I feel you can get into the mid game and late game quite easily on the hero. But it would depend on the ganking from either the opposing mid or the just two of the supports coming down to his lane and even to his jungle to stop his farm. Sort of like an alchemist. Treat him as a alch pos one.
Hmm.
If he has a good lane, he's going to have a good mid game to late game. And if he is ganked a lot, he's going to struggle. But I guess Alk is a bit more lenient because you give him maybe 3 minutes of free farm, and that's the next item. After Battle Fury, of course. But the Venge pick from Atal. I was saying the things are meta. Is that very meta at the moment? I'm not too sure. I know
Uh,
Liquid, oh no, sorry, not Liquid. Nigma do pick it up quite a lot, but um, at least we
like
haven't seen
it
too
can.
much of it
It's
in
a
this
pretty
tournament.
good. It's a pretty good support hero or core just to round up your draft, and especially if you're picking like Vengeful with Drow and then Arc Warden, or Vengeful with Arc Warden Luna.
Mm-hmm.
That meta has kind of changed because Venge no longer has the attack range talent, and her damage and her Vengeful aura is more plus amping the damage. So like Vengeful Sword is always like she adds tower push, she adds saving, she adds lockdown, she adds Roshan. So it's like a overall decent support to round up your draft
Mm-hmm.
to like keep the tight formation because like the aura is just so ridiculous. Also, like she's the few heroes that can actually threaten when you're behind, threaten like a high ground push because you can just swap a hero out of position like a pudge.
Mm-hmm.
But the Monkey King pickup, that's a really insane like carry in this
Yeah.
patch. If you just go for Maelstrom Ags, like, even if you rush Ags, like the heroes just because previously not a lot of people they just went for the Echo Saber or the Diffie Blade.
Yeah.
But then people when they got when the Echo Saber got nerfed or when people started actually realizing that you don't actually have to go for max Jingu, max bouncer. You can actually go for farming. That you can actually accelerate your farm by maxing out the primal screen. So
Mm. Ooh, I like the Pugna pick actually. That works well
I
against the
mean,
drow. Because
it
imagine if the
works
drow's
really well.
pummeling onto your monkey, you can just pop the decrep on either of them, and then there's additional save from the likes of the OD because they don't have that much
10
magic damage
seconds
at the moment, so
remaining.
it's a safe saves from the decrepify.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, normally
Radiant team ban.
I wouldn't have liked the
There
Pugna
we go.
pick
Yeah.
mostly because it doesn't offer the lockdown. But if you just look at if you look at OD and you look at Rubik, that offers like all the lockdown you need. So Pugna is pretty good round up for because the Monkey King gets the Roche,
Yeah.
also has Tower Push, and then you just add on top of that that the
10
Pugna does
seconds
counter the
remaining.
Ventral and the Draw Ranger combo. So it's like in this scenario,
seconds
it's
remaining.
really good.
Mm.
Also, it's pretty good against the Underlord because Underlord, if he's gonna push you, if he's gonna firestorm the wave, you don't really care because your nether blast is you can just nether blast anyways.
Mm.
Also, if the Underlord is sieging your tower, the Underlord has to be really careful about how much magical damage a Pugna can do.
Yeah.
Like Pugna is overall a really good counter for Draw Ranger, but also really good against the Underlord.
No, good picks coming out from both teams. So we saw the immediate Pugna pick, and then they banned the Zeus straight
Dire
away.
team ban.
I suspect another big magic damage here is going to be banned here. Probably their mid, maybe Invoker, or they're going to ban Arc Warden again.
I mean, for Ratau Lebone, what they're looking for is they're
I
looking for
think Arc's too
more.
slow.
Radiant team ban.
Okay, they banned the
Arc
Storm.
is too slow.
Yeah.
I think they're looking for more of a spirit. I think a Void Spirit would kind of round up the draft with the Ratau Lebone. I think they could go into the back lines like, with the Pugna, but it's maybe a DP, maybe a Void.
The
DP
Void
is always
Spirit's
good.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ember
either the
would
Void Spirit or
be
maybe the DP.
Ember would be caught
5
way too
seconds
easily,
remaining.
but Void has the
No.
jumps and the what's the one where he falls into the floor?
The Simulate.
Uh,
Yeah, the Simulate. He's
Yeah,
lovely.
I think so. The one where he falls on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
floor and you can choose a circle.
Yeah, no. It's the Simulate.
Okay, cool.
But for Ratau, the reason why I said that they should pick like Void Spirit or DP is that those guys are really strong laners. And in the previous game, they lost all three lanes. And even though they had like the Axe Blink, the Phoenix ulti, the OD Meteor Hammer, their timing just completely fell off because they weren't able to go ahead, gain advantage in the laning stage. So I'm hoping that they pick like a strong like mid laner or like strong team fighter because the laning problem was like the main problem I saw in the last game.
So you think maybe of the thing I mentioned earlier, a Voca pick for Ratau?
I mean,
Actually,
Boca's
wait, I've
pretty
just
good.
realized something. Is this going to be a offlane OD?
I mean,
Must be.
it depends on what the mid lane pickup for Karma is. If they pick like an Emissary mid, you send the OD mid against the bot. But if it's like a range hero, then you send the Pugna. If it's like a int hero, then you send the Pugna as well. So it's all dependent on what's our Lebon pick. Jakiro. So that does look like a offlane
Yeah.
OD now. And then like a Jakiro.
The Jakiro is nice with a monkey. The slow that you get from Deal Breath and
and then like the Overvenom.
the molten what's his right click up thing. Anyway.
Liquid Fire.
Yeah, Liquid Fire.
Yeah. I mean that's a pretty disgusting lane.
You may now
Right.
select your heroes.
I like it. It's they couldn't ban all the magic heroes, so that's the one that's left. They banned the Zeus and the Storm Spirit, and Lesh got put through.
It actually looks to be Underlord mid, comma playing Underlord, and then Smart Sticks playing the Leshrac.
No, they are quite
They switch it
flexible.
out.
So yeah, this is going to be a Karma off lane, Smart Sticks mid, and the Silent playing the Drow.
Okay,
They are quite flexible in their picks, yeah.
So offlane's gonna be a bit hard just because actually it's an Underlord and Shadow Shaman. They do a lot of magical damage. Like Monkey King would like to get on top of like Monkey King Jakiro Dual Breath with the Monkey King Overvenom going on top of the offlane would be very difficult for any offlane to deal with. But when you're talking about walking through a Firestorm, walking through 3 Shadow Shaman right clicks with an Ether Shock, it gets dangerous if you don't like properly calculate how much damage you're gonna actually take. So that offlane and safety is gonna be really interesting. Mid lane, it should be more Pugner favor. It's just like not. It's not even that the Nether was the problem. It's just that Pugner is able to do so much more damage to the Shrek with the Decrypt Nether Blast and Security at the same time than the Shrek is able to do it.
No, it's gonna
And
be.
the
I think it's gonna be a good game too, honestly. I could see it going both ways, especially if Ratau get to that mid game with strike some good items. Then they definitely will be able to kill some of the heroes off quite easily.
I mean, if Ratau gets to that mid game where Draw Ranger has like a Hurricane Pike and slots has like the Yasha, she can definitely kite this Monkey King, can kite the Rubric OD, and then if by the time Smogger should be having BKB, and then because when you're playing the Shrek, you don't need to worry about damage. You just need to get the BKB in this game, and I think at like 25 minutes, if they can hit those timings, assuming the lanes go well, I think they actually have a really good chance to take over mid game and then slowly start snowballing up to late game. But that's all dependent on how they perform. How like if they collapse in the early game, then that plan goes out of the window. But if they do decently in the lane, then 25 to 28 minute mark is probably the time they're looking for.
So do you think this is going to be the deal of win your lane, win your game, and then just don't throw?
I mean, like the lane side is not everything. So
No.
like when you're drafting, you don't draft like Undying, like Venomancer, like you don't all in on the lane. But the lane stage is so important for you to hit your time. It's like sure, let's say if Murlocs, they have a really good early lineup, right? But then the Monkey King was replaced by an Anti-Mage. If the Anti-Mage is not able to get the Battle Fury at like 15 or 16 minutes with the space that he seems able to create, and if his team's not able to create the space to him, they have a clear plan in mind, like Lycan pause 3, mid Pugner, they push the tower, they group as 5. But if they're not able to get through the lanes, their abilities gets offsetted by how much money the opponent has.
During this pause time, can I just point out something? If you go and look in Radiant Space, the mid courier, look at that guy's nose. Oh my word! And he's got a bottle on his head. I've just noticed.
The Draw Ranger.
The mid ones, the one that's in the middle of the three. I can't see whose it is. Hold up. Yeah, the Draw Ranger's one. That nose.
Oh yeah, that is a guy.
It curves so much. It's actually touching his bottom lip. I could see the other things through it.
Kind of chilly.
Yeah, my word.
I don't have any couriers. I don't spend money on Dota. I just have the old donkey.
I'm actually wondering if he puts the hat on top of the bottle now. I want to see. Oh, he does. Oh, that's a little bit funny. But anyway, into the actual game. Couriers aside.
Couriers aside, maybe Ratau Lebone's looking for a smoke play. Shadow Shaman does have the smoke, and they have really good first blood potential. The Draw Ranger Frost Arrows into Shadow Shaman Shackle or Ether Shock, and then Ventral just has to stun. So if they can find like Fling Flang and make him use like a salve or something, or get like a first blood onto your OD, I mean not onto OD, onto your Drow, it'll look pretty good for you in the laning stage. You just have that much more gold for the regen.
So they will be looking to catch out Fling Flang and CB2. But
they seem to be aware of this, but they also don't. Like, C does not seem to be aware of this.
There we go. Oh, did he spot him? Oh.
No, the frost arrow, please! No, he didn't get the frost arrow off. Oh, yikes!
Whoops, game is hard indeed.
That's a big whoops. He wasn't.
Oh no, Aster, near buddy. Don't do that, my friend. Tower is not your friend. Anyway, I think that should end up 2-2 ruins though.
Yeah, it should be 2-2. It was unfortunate Time didn't get the frost arrow off. I don't know if he has the auto click or on something, but the frost arrow was not. I think CB2 he needs to be careful here.
Oh, the Jingu. I don't think he's gonna have enough Jingu lifesteal yet.
It's not enough lifesteal against they just do way too much shadow right click. No, I mean
they're having a bit of fun with it. Self-tipping the teammate. It's cool. Yeah.
So this bot lane, it should be. I haven't seen a full range heroes in the same lane for like ages. It's never been like this. It's like I always have like maybe a Clockwork Pulse 4 and then or like an Axe, but Usually, like whoever's the melee lane in this lane gets completely harassed by either the Vengeful or the Drow, or the same thing goes for the other side against the OD and the Rubik. So this lane, I don't expect much action, but I'm expecting like a lot of action top lane. Because as soon as they hit level 3 on both sides, they'll be looking to play aggressive. It all depends on who gets like the chip. If they get a chip onto Underlord and onto the Shadow Shaman, they can easily go. But if they don't and they try to dive through, the Shadow Shaman right clicks and through the Firestorm, then the lane kind of gets hard.
Yeah.
So
middle,
mid lane,
both getting
Psycho
low at
Damage
the
does
moment.
have 5 CS and it's quite far ahead. He did 4 Smart
I mean,
6
it's
to
just 2 actual
get the
last
salvo
hits
double.
with only 1 deny, so it's not... I mean, he just needs to have a... Oh, never mind. GG, game lost, laying
Game
over.
lost.
With
The main problem
CS.
right now is that Smart 6 doesn't have any regen coming. Like if you just look at his inventory, he has no talisman coming and he doesn't have like any tangles. He's looking to rush the bottle, but Psycho Damage he's so close to his bottle. And when Psycho gets his bottle and Smart 6 doesn't have any regen left, he can just complete his zone on top lane.
I think this is going to be dead Aster, but I think the Jakiro is trying to give the kill to the monkey, but in the process I think he might end up dying here. Needs one more hit on the side
the
of Karma,
salve.
but the salve, and now he's going to get Jingoed himself, so he's just going to back off. But they did end up getting the kill in the end. They wanted to give it to the monkey. But
I did you want to give it to your monkey, but I think for
I mean, he was
it's
so
like a-
close, they might have Charlie.
it would have been risky. It's like those times where you don't with like the enemy Shadow Shaman has like one charge left or like a verify and you don't see it and you just miss on the kill because you want to give it to your plus one. So that does happen with miscommunication.
Jakiro does have that insanely long attack range, so I believe it's what, 400 yet? So would have been able to get him most of the way under tower anyway.
Dire's middle tower is
So
under
I'm
attack.
surprised that Murloc that the Fling Flang actually went for the Ice Pop level 1 because that's a lot of mana for a Jakiro to spam. And I think it'd be better just to save your mana for costing like 2 dual breaths than for mana to cost a dual breath and an Ice Pop. But all depends on if they can get a kill with the Ice Pop because that's a lot of mana for a support, and for support you're not going to really get any money.
Well, here they
You're looking
are.
to go on.
I think they might just look to get the stun in the end. There we are. Jingu stacks, goes on to the thing with the dual breath. Slow is going to
Yeah,
bring
I mean,
him
the
down.
slow is
Jingu
just
stacks. He's
ridiculous.
run out of Jingu stacks, so I think the body blocks might be able to get him here. Oh, he ran the wrong way. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, stuff.
Okay.
Alright. And you were saying the mango solves all your mana problems as a Jakiro. Not be able to get the kill. Tanks 3 tower shots, but CBU gets another Jingu stack in the end.
I mean, I guess the Ice Pop is for the Shackle range because if Shadow Shaman is able to get the Shackle, the like almost 3-second Shackle with the Firestorm damage, it's
Ooh,
yeah, you're gonna
Silent.
take so much damage.
Silent gonna go down! Yes, he will go down. The Arcane Orb wasn't able to take it in the end, but the right click from Rubik was able to finish it off from Imba Noob. Brilliant name.
Flamebank's really low, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
Does he have a self coming?
Does have
No, he's
Shackle.
curious. Still in base. I think for him, he needs to go deny himself or do something because for him
Oh,
to
the-
spend the money. Oh, Psycho mid lane. I think Psycho might even die with this.
Yeah, he's got the
More
crap
active.
if he needs to tank tower. There we go. Gets the kill with it
Yeah.
instead. And a pulse
The
comes
BM
from
pulse?
Venge.
I like it.
Yep.
No, I think
No, I
maybe
think
that was
this is
like-
just it's from Venge anyway. So
Yeah.
unless he really wants to rip into his teammate, but the bottom lane not going too bad for Silent. He's actually opting to go for the 3 Wraith Bands instead of the 2 into Poutrids. But
Wraith Band seems a bit over. I remember the meta when Wraith Band, when they have when they give you like 10 attack speed or something. I don't know when this. I think this was like a year ago or something. But Medusa's there was meta for you to go for 5 Wraith Bands or like 4 Wraith Bands.
when
I
they
think.
originally changed Drow and they added the new ulti, I remember Topson did it, and then I copied as everyone did at the time. Which was you go 4 Wraith Bands and Brown Boots inlaid, and then you go Blink. So then you Blink, Silence, and Multi-Shot, and then follow up with the Marksmans that kill them. So because your Multi-Shot was depending on your agi, and you got the attack speed, was how much the attack speed was it? Was it 7 or 6? I've gone forget remember. Before they nerfed it.
From the Wraith Bands.
Yeah. Or was it more
I
Angie?
think it was higher. I think it was higher. I think it was more attacks, like maybe 10 attack speed or something.
Right, yeah. But you do those full Wraithbands brown boots just to have boots. You blink, silence, multi-shot, and then finish them off with your ulti. Not to mention the frost arrows adding the damage along the way. And it was pretty good, actually. I had tried it recently when the Arcane Blink came out. That's what sparked my interest in it again. And it worked fine, but...
Arcane Blink?
Yeah, you build then you go full Wraithbands, brown boots, Arcane Blink. Sorry, not Arcane Blink, Swift Blink.
Yeah, I was gonna wonder. Like,
I always just say Arcane Blink for some reason. But it worked alright, not as good as a normal drown nowadays. But I'm interested to see what other items she is going to opt for.
I mean, it's really interesting to watch heroes like Draw Ranger or TB or Ursa. Is that even with one item like Draw Grove Bow with Hurricane Pike or Ursa with a Basher or TB with a SNY, it's just ridiculous how much damage that you don't expect them to do.
Smart
Mid
6
lane,
is going to get
Psycho
FICO low. Has the lightning
really low.
100 damage? I think that would have killed him. Yeah, it would have killed him if he got it off, but just the nighttime
If he
fog
only-
saving him there.
Yeah, if you only had the ward, then he definitely would have killed Psycho, which would have given him a huge lead in the mid lane or back.
Yeah.
Because Psycho CS is looking quite slick as
Yeah, he
compared
has,
to the Leshrac mid.
The Lesh was actually just below the Rubik, but now it's just past him in the end. So, but sort of tied with the Drow. The end of the Underlord
Looking
having
top
the
lane
most-
CB2. It's looking really low boundless strike. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just gonna solve up. Be alright in the end.
I mean, I like that they're applying the aggression as soon as the catapult comes. I don't know if they're fully aware that they wanted to apply the aggression, but if they are, I commend them for applying the pressure. But please do not let the catapult just die. That's a huge thing. Fine. It's really quick though with the
Psycho,
triangles.
oh, it's gonna be so low. Ah, that is gonna be a good play there from Psycho, taking it out in the end. And a DD for his bottle. Nice lad.
DD for his troubles. I think maybe he can with Neverfull Nether Blast. I think this tower's gonna be going down like the next minute or two.
Yeah. Top, they did try and make a play onto the Monkey when they saw the Jakiro in mid, but
Radiant's middle
Monkey
tower
able to
is
back
under
off in
attack.
time. Doesn't even get an ability off there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Mayfax looking to go for Karma, but he's not level 3 yet. Oh no, the Ice Path just misses the jackal.
Psycho again dealing with death. He is going to get him in the end this time. The ulti and the Bollock Edict. What? I forget what the name is.
his
CB2. Oh,
Oh, the jackal!
oh, he's going
Okay.
to die as soon as he's out though. But not enough damage. He only has the 4 from the. What's it? The
No mana on the
Jakiro.
Jakiro though. So. Oh, but Balance Strike is coming.
Yeah, he's got that in the end there. And now
I
Lesh
mean,
pushing
Swastik
in.
got a solo kill on Psycho, and he protected his tower for 3 more minutes, which, like. Oh,
Jeez, the damage actually from
That's-
Smart 6 is insane
that's
at the
so
moment.
much damage just from Pulse Nova.
Yeah. Oh. Oh,
Wait, hold
he's
on.
gonna die in the end, but Shackle under the tower with the... I mean, yeah, he's dead there. Psycho doing 2 deaths now. He's gonna have to walk his way back to mid. Good rotation coming out from Karma and Ace to Facer.
I'm surprised Psycho still went for that when he saw the Shadow Shaman TP, but I guess he really wanted the kill.
I don't
And
think
also
he
he forced
expect-
rotations.
Yeah, I don't think he expected the Underlord to come as well.
Definitely not the Underlord to
Yeah.
rotate this early. Like the Shadow Shaman definitely, but not the Underlord. But now they're just gonna let the monkey free farm. So I think Psycho is completely fine with that. CBT. Oh.
I think this might be a dead monkey if they're able to get even the Shackle the X off.
No, he's way too fast.
It's
and
moving, yeah. He's got phase boots.
Radiant's
Preferably,
bottom tower is
are
under
they just
attack.
looking to take this top side? They do have Smartset does have 2 levels in Diabolic Edict, but if you're gonna take this top tower, then Psycho's gonna take mid really quick, and there's a really good potential that he just rotates top.
Whoa.
Or silent bot lane, they're looking to dive in.
Yeah, I think... Ooh. Oh, he juked.
There's no way he jukes this. His CP is
I
only
don't
up
know
in
if
like
they
a
saw
few
him.
seconds.
Oh, gust them. Oh, okay, he did.
I think
They're
it was
just
only
gonna leave
one
him.
way for. I think there was only one way for him to
Yeah.
one way for him to go.
All a gift.
Top lane, CPT.
Radiant's middle tower
He's gonna stun up, has no Jingle stacks at the moment. He's gonna go down from the Leshrac, and I think this is a dead Fling Flang as well. They are backing. OD and the Rubik coming in. Does get the stun off onto Ace of Facer. I think that's Ace of Facer. It is indeed.
Has been killed.
And the
Dire's top tower
Well, Fonseca was able to get another kill onto Psycho. He needs to be careful here, though.
this can be dangerous, but Smosix doesn't have any mana. Just popping the Clarity quick. Does have the stun ready if he's gonna do it, but no, the lift from the Rubik.
Dude, into the Firestorm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm really. I mean, I'm just looking at this draw, I really like the 3 Wraith Band, not because it's a good build, but just because how nice it looks in the inventory. I personally don't think it's good. I think 1 Wraith Band into the power trades just allows you to scale way faster than the Wraith Band. But you know, I like how the 3 Wraith Band look.
Very low. 32 H. Oh, the Venge.
The Wave of Terror.
Yeah. Rubik just gonna spin his way out of there. I don't think Karma can catch him. Doesn't have the root. Venge is out of range for the stun.
He does have Tranquil Boots going, but
Yeah. Taking a lot of damage there in the end from his own Firestorm. Karma. Monkey.
How's my...
Listen that.
Okay.
Oh, the stun
the chaining
overlap
the stun.
there. Yeah. But a Hex and a Drow.
But
it
Silence
does
is
the
here,
proc.
though.
Yeah, come on, get the proc. Multi-shot does miss in the end of the stun from the Jakiro.
Return to
What the
your
hell?
unquiet
Is he gonna be?
graves,
He's gonna keep
spirit.
going, or is he gonna stay there?
He's
he's
looking for the
gonna keep
unlock,
going,
but he...
Yeah, I think he was waiting for the
Whoa.
cooldown on the Boundless Strike, because he did use it to initiate, but he might die here. The stun on the Drow. Oh my gosh!
And the heal. Jesus.
Oh my word! Ultra kill 10 minutes in from CB2.
That's...
Nice little play there.
He just got his Maelstrom
Yeah.
on the courier because of the Ultra Kill.
Oh my word. But a nice bit of
that's
play there, hopping into the tree, just so that he could delay it a little bit for the Boundless Strike to be up once he goes on the Underlord. And life stealed quite a bit from hitting the Drow as well there. So a good play in the end there. And we're going to see FICO pushing mid now with the...
He does have the
Blast.
catapult, but he kind of needs to protect the wave, yeah. But never mind.
Yeah, they're going to take it down. Oh, top. Gets a solo kill onto Karma. Boundless Strike, and yeah, that was all that was used there. Just with the Chingu stacks.
Oh, mid lane Smart Sticks? He's so low though.
Nether Blast not going to hit, but the crap on the Venge is going to kill him in the end with the life drain. And Smart Sticks running into the Jakiro here, but Jakiro is just going to melt from the Diabolic Edict. Oh, he's not going to get him in the end, and I think that's going to, yep, with the Ward Vision, Psychic Damage, able to life
I
drain
mean,
him
yeah, but
down.
the drop kind of needs to be careful though.
Oh, gets the Gust, but oh, the Fade Bolt Decrepify combo so much there. I think this is going to be a dead ace here. Yep.
Dire's structures
The Pugner
Oh.
just doing work. 5 and 3
mean,
at the moment.
are fortified.
I was gonna say the game like a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like this is even 12 minutes, but this is looking really favorable for Murloc just because of how much freeform the OD and the Monkey team was able to get once again. But what's different in this game is that Swansea was actually able to get a lot of things done in the mid lane and top lane. But right now, he died quite a few unnecessary times, and now it gets really hard for him because he's so squishy at this point. He does have the hood though for the partner.
Yeah. Assuming he's going to pick up something on the lines of Mana Boots or Power Trades before he finishes into a pipe. So I do see the Underlords going the Greaves at the end of the day. Josh has got to be careful here, as well as the Shaman. Shaman, there you go. Hex him through, but there's another Nether Blast. And a right click,
The right
and
click?
another. Yep,
Dire's courier
gets in the end. Silent gets a Courier. I'm not sure what was on there, but I think he's going to pay with his life now here with the multi-shot. Not going to be enough. Karma is also going to go down from his own Firestorm. Venge from the Monkey, Boundless Strike is also going to pop down. I think that's... I mean, up until the Ultra Kill from CB2, which did come out of nowhere, I think it was quite an even game, but now Murloc being able to push through this mid and just control the area with the damage from Psycho. Are they going to catch
I think it's definitely Ratau Lebone or Smartix. Don't stay here, please.
Oh, I think he wants to get the kill. He'll get the kill in the end, but is the Pugner going to make him pay for it? He does have TP up. Yeah, okay, he'll be out.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice play.
Mhm.
But I think because they previously Ratau Lebone has lost 4 guys to this triangle, to their own triangle 3 times. I think they're failing to realize that if they go walk up here, it's just they have way too much control, like with these two wards, and especially because they don't have any wards in there. It's like for them to take control back of the jungle, they need everyone, and they need like a pick off first before they go in. Psycho damage.
Speaking of which,
invis.
Oh,
Don't walk up here. Don't walk up
oh,
here.
that is a gone shaman. Unless he gets a hex off, but the lift from the Rubik able to secure it in the end. Just a Fade Bolt does so much damage. The crap, Life Drain, Nether Blast, dead.
Okay.
OD.
I mean, it's these games where you're playing pass 5 and pass 4 and you literally can't do anything because you just get completely shredded. You can't outplay getting decrep, Nether Blast into ult into Fade, but like there's literally nothing you can do as a pass 5 or pass 4. You don't have the items or the levels to do it.
But meanwhile, this entire time while all of this has been going, Odie has just been farming his way in the bot lane. I don't think he's pushed the tower too much. He has got it to half HP, but has just farmed up his full Aether Lens and is going TPs next. So he's going to be a very fast boy. Hasn't even used his ult yet this game, I don't think. Maybe once or twice in the main stage.
I'm just still top lane.
Oh, good stun there from the monkey. Psycho's looking at Tony to Crep, Netherfires, and Life Drain does get the Hex off to save himself, but is going to die. Mainly to the Macropie. Monkey will get the kill secure.
Things just, I'm just looking at this Drow Ranger and she's so poor. You know, even in XP and she just doesn't have any farm. Oh.
There's the ulti I was talking about. I think that.
Smartstack was trying to do the trick with the Diabolic Edict to push the T1 tower, but you got kind of pulled out.
The lift, the root, the Jingu, the dead.
Oh no, the Drow Ranger is...
Oh, not again. Does get the gust off, so no Arcane Orb. So no 2-shot
Arcane Orb one more time?
I think if he gets one off, he's gonna die. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
260 stolen mana from Shucks. Monkey does.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, never mind. Oh, Feisty, you don't want to stay in there, buddy. No, you don't want to stay in there.
I don't think he wants to stay in there.
Yeah. But that is going to make
kind of just exactly like game 1, but Ratau Lebone had like a really good early game. That's the thing. It's just they let it slip. They just fed too many kills in this triangle and just allowed, like, after the ultra kill, they just fed like 2 more time and it's hard. It's hard for Small6 not to do anything.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yep, yeah, he's dead. What was he taking damage from, actually?
He was taking damage from the Macropie, but he was trying to... Because the Macropie was down here in the mid lane, like near the tier 3 tower, he decided not to walk through the Macropie and just walk through the OD, which...
Oh! What? Was that one shot? No.
That was one shot,
Man,
I mean, okay, it wasn't the pure one shot because the Drow Ranger got ticked down by like the Fade Bolt, but it was one shot by checks.
My word. Oh
it's not a pretty sight to see for your Pulsar to do that.
Shadow, you're not gonna like this, man. There's a nasty little Pugno over there. That's an illusion as well. He's gonna get on. Yeah, this Meteor Hammer combo. Yeah. It's a bit rough in the end here.
I don't know what.
I think Perfect Just or Imperfect Judge says the right way there.
I don't know what they can do. They can't smoke because they don't really have. Like Murlocs are just way so even if you 5-man smoke with the Pug now, there's not even a guarantee you will kill them, especially how much Murloc are totally inside your base.
Oh, they're gonna lift the Silent over the hill. Odie does get gusted away, so no insta kill for him. But the Macropie with a stun onto the swap out the Drow, gets imprisoned in the end, and Imperfect Josh gonna pop there from an OD hit and a Fade Bolt. Oh, Smart6, not again. Oh, he's so low. It does get ulti down in the end from the Astral. What's it called? I forget. But imprisoned himself. Sanity's Eclipse. And everyone else is just going to die in the end from all this damage out. The Crepify saving him from the split shot of the Drow. Was trapped in the wards, but is going to get out in the end. They keep getting rooted, though. I think that's a bit of an issue. And Ratau GG out. They say, good luck, guys. We're going to go watch it in the Twitch stream. and good luck in the next tournament. But that is going to be Murloc moving on in this entire tournament. So they're going to go on to the round 2 of the lower bracket, which is taking place tomorrow. They're facing off against Duck themselves.
Right?
Yeah, playing off against Duck at 8:30. So if you want to catch some more Murloc action, you can check them there. And otherwise for Ratau, they do take a shared 7th, 8th place home with them. So I think a respectable placing for them, making it to playoffs.
Considering
firstly.
the teams, considering the team that they're against, it's pretty respectable.
Yeah, and not to mention that these guys, if you aren't aware, Ratau Lebone is simply a res at the Northwest University campus, so in the Potchefstroom campus. So it's just a bunch of Reds guys that wanted to enter the tournament and have some fun. So very well done from them. A good placing at the end of the day. And that is going to be all the games we have time for tonight, or that are even scheduled. But like I said, more matches heading on tomorrow. They start at 4 p.m. with an actual really good matchup of White Rabbit versus Punks, sort of a rematch from the group stage in Group A. So tune in at 4 o'clock. That's p.m. Central African Time, so UTC +2. And I want to say thank you for Miles for casting the games today, and thank you for all of you watching. All of you even tuning in for this lower bracket match is great at the end of the day. So we thank you, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Puffy's going to come in, push him, yeah. He's going to find him. Unfortunately, not going to find all the frags. Oh, Julie